I recommend visiting the Wairarapa. Let's learn how to recommend things. Expressions. We often use modals to make recommendations. Modals are words like should, could, must, ought to, need to. You must visit. You ought to go to. If you like, you should. I recommend. I'd recommend. I'd means I would. I highly recommend. A great place to go is a must-see. The Wairarapa. We usually call it the Wairarapa. It's an area east of New Zealand's capital city, Wellington. Wairarapa means glistening waters in the Māori language. Lake Wairarapa is a must-see. Masterton. If you have kids, you ought to visit Queen Elizabeth Park in Masterton. The park is one of New Zealand's best playgrounds for kids. Greytown. If you're looking for a pretty town with many old buildings, you must visit Greytown. It's known as the food capital of the Wairarapa. Wine. I highly recommend visiting some vineyards in the Wairarapa. Vineyards are where they grow wine. If you like red wine, you must check out the Pinot Noir. If you prefer white wine, you can try the Pinot Gris, Chardonnay, Riesling, or the Sauvignon Blanc, which we often call Sauv Blanc, or just Sauv. Martinborough. If you fancy a bike ride, Martinborough is the place for you. You can hire a bike and ride to the vineyards to do some wine tasting. I recommend a 4 or 6-seater bike. Cape Palliser. A great place to go to see fur seals is Cape Palliser. You can see heaps of them between November and January. I highly recommend walking up the 250 steps to the lighthouse. Putangirua Pinnacles. If you enjoy the Lord of the Rings movies, you should check out the Putangirua Pinnacles. It's around a 1-hour walk, so I recommend that you take some food and water. Unfortunately, they are temporarily closed because of a landslip. Wairarapa Dark Sky Reserve. The Wairarapa is a great place to stargaze. That means to see the stars. You might even see the stars on New Zealand's flag. They're called the Southern Cross. Annual events. I highly recommend visiting in March or April. That's when they hold the Wairarapa Wine Harvest Festival, the Wairarapa Balloon Festival, the Martinborough Fair, and Masterton's Golden Shears Contest. That's where they race to cut the sheep's wool quickly. Reading. Friendly letter.
Dear everyone, I'm so excited you're coming to visit the Wairarapa. If you like wine, you ought to visit Martinborough. It's known for its beautiful vineyards. On the other hand, if you're looking for a quiet and historic town, you must visit Greytown, which is full of charming cafes and boutique shops. You should also check out the Putangirua Pinnacles. They are a must-see for nature lovers. If you enjoy hiking, the Tararua Ranges could be a great option. You'll love the views. Enjoy your trip. Love from Charlie. Kiss, kiss, hug, hug.
Where would you recommend visiting in your town? Grammar. Verb. Verb plus ing. To plus verb. Should. Could. Must. You should go. Ought. Want. Need. Choose. Decide. Hope. Plan. Promise. Offer. To. You ought to go. Recommend. Suggest. Enjoy. Fancy. Consider. ing. I recommend going. Like. Love. Prefer. Hate. Start. To or ing. I like to go. I like going. Let's practice. Choose verb or verb plus ing or to verb. Pause the video, then move to the next page to check your answers. Number 1. If you enjoy watching movies, you should subscribe to Netflix. Number 2. I recommend travelling around New Zealand when you have the chance. Number 3. If you're into tramping, I suggest visiting the national parks from time to time. Number 4. If you like history, you ought to visit the museum in our town. Number 5. If you enjoy reading, I strongly recommend checking out your local library. Number 6. If you want a good workout, you must join a yoga class. Number 7. If you're interested in art, you should see the new exhibition at the museum. Correct the mistake. Pause the video, then move to the next page to check your answers. Number 1. I recommend reading this book. Number 2. You should take a walk around the park. Number 3. I suggest trying the sushi at this new restaurant. Number 4. If you love nature, I recommend going to hike in the forest. Number 5. If you want to relax, you should consider visiting the beach. Number 6. I highly recommend watching this movie. Number 7. You must ride a bike around the city. Practice. Say it in a different way. Pause the video, then move to the next page to check your answers. Number 1. If you want to relax, I suggest going to the spa. I recommend going to the spa to relax. Number 2. I highly recommend travelling by train. You should travel by train for a great experience. Number 3. If you're looking for adventure, I suggest bungee jumping. I recommend bungee jumping if you're looking for adventure. Number 4. If you like seafood, I suggest trying the new restaurant on Queen Street. You should try the new seafood restaurant on Queen Street. Number 5. If you want to learn something new, I recommend taking an online class. You could take online classes to learn something new. Review. Expressions. You must visit. You ought to go to. If you like, you should. I recommend. I'd recommend. I highly recommend. A great place to go is a must-see. Where would you recommend visiting in your town? Leave a comment below.